Look at this. Check this one out. Now see this. You may have not seen that last one anywhere else, because I literally made that up. So here's the story behind it. So here's my inspiration, the hieroglyphic system. The idea of drawing something and representing something else with it is a really cool one. But the moment you start trying to express abstract ideals that do not really exist with it, you run into speed bumps. A language without these speed bumps, something that is even more intuitive and simpler, wouldn't that be great? This is the question that lit the spark. Now, we're not just gonna turn this fun time we're having here into a boring as frick theory session. So let's play a game. The name of the game is Guess the Word. Yup, you're gonna look at a word and you're gonna guess what that word represents. Normally, in other languages like English, this stuff would be a lot harder. But in my language, all you've gotta do is this. Look at the symbols, think what they got for you. Fire. It sounds like warmth. And wind, the swirly symbol, that sounds like breeze. And wolf, that sounds like fur. So fur, warmth, breeze. What could be the correlation? Well, it's a hairdryer. That's what the word is going to describe. So it's essentially a device that blows warm air onto your hair. Now it is possible for a question to arise inside of your mind. That question would be, how the hell do you pronounce it? Well, I've got you. Editor Monish here. I did kind of an oopsie with the word I chose for the example, so there has to be a stick before the whole thing for it to be a hairdryer. Now for phonetics, let's start small. The last example we took, the hairdryer one. Now how do you say hairdryer in this mysterious language that I made? Well, think of the natural sounds that the symbols would make and take the first extract of them. For example, a fire would go. That's a bad impression, but you get me right. So it's tr. The twig at the start would be kr, which is the start of the breaking sound. Crick. And tr ends with the hu of the wind, and then that matches with the wolf's howl. So the whole word would be kri for the stick, tr for the fire, hu for the wind, creature who how. That sounds like Chinese. So I think you're starting to get the idea of what the phonetics are, right? If we want to get into the nitty gritty, the language has got a few vowels, a few consonants here and there, and it's got itself a lot of syllables. In theory, I could bore you with a lot more, but I choose not to. And now we're gonna do a fun exercise. I'm gonna put the script up on screen and we're gonna write our names in this language that I created. I haven't named the language yet, so you have a chance to contribute there in the comment section or something. For starters, my name is Monish and it starts with a mo, and the symbol for mo in my language is the oxen. There is no ni, unfortunately, but there is a v. There is no sh, but there is a shu. So my name would be Mo Wee Shu. Mo Wee Shu. Now everything sounds Chinese. I swear I did not intend this. Right now, we know how to write stuff and we know how to pronounce him. What about the fliff and fluff, the grammar that comes in between? So, this would be something I'd consider a major divergence point with other languages in this language. Let's see what I did crazy here. In terms of grammar, we've got all the grammar. We've got causality enforcers, we've got pointers, we've got multipliers, we've got determinatives, we've got genders. I don't know if that should be part of grammar because there are only two. So, causality enforcement, past, present, and future. These things are represented with symbols. If you want to point to a time in the past, you would put together the pointer for there and the causality enforcer, which is the past. And then you could refer to a time in the past. Let me give you one more example. Let's take the determinative for mine and let's put it together with a pluralizer. We will get something that is ours. No, not ours. Ours. Shit. Okay, you get the idea. Let's just leave it at that point. And I think you're starting to get an idea of the grammar. The sentence structure will follow causality. If you want to go against it, you can just use the causality enforcers everywhere else. And if you want to use pronouns to refer to specific people, you can use the gender ones with the pointers, and that will lead into he or him and she or her, equivalents of that. And yeah, buddy, this is the full stop of this video. The part where I talk about punctuations as well. It's also that part. And in this language, I totally cut out the exclamatory signs because they were brutally unnecessary. Nor did I leave the question marks because they were also brutally unnecessary. You could figure out whether something's a question or not just by looking at the thing and deriving it from context. So I thought it was pretty unnecessary. But for punctuators, I have three, which are 1 dot, and then 2 dot, and then 3 dots. 1 dot is the short pause, 3 dots is the long pause. I think you start to get the idea from this. And that's quite literally it for this video. The cursive system and the numeric system of this language are under works. And if you are interested in that, a subscription to the channel with a bell icon 35ing would be really good. That's it. My name is Monish. Channel's name is Monstar. Just make sure to set the settings on the YouTube notifications to silent so that neither I nor any other guy will be able to bother you at odd times of the day. And to you, finally, goodbye, brother, till I'm back with another.